Hey, YouTube family, how you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. All right, guys. It's been an explosive day, huh? What do you think, Prince Harry? Do you know that he lost that court case and then he came out and threw a temper tantrum and went to BBC to bitch about it? And then you know what? I love the royal family. I'm sorry, I do. I love it because they actually responded. Well, Buckingham Palace responded, and we're going to get into their statement. So we're going to do Prince Harry's tantrum terrorist video. Then we're going to do Buckingham Palace, their response, which is brilliant, brilliant. I mean, it's along the lines of never complain, never explain. I love it. It was very short and powerful. We're going to get into that, and then you won't believe this. Prince Harry actually posted another statement on Sussexes.com. I have it. We're going to get into it tonight, and let's just say this. I think over there in Montecito, in Harry and Meghan's $20 million home with their 16 bathrooms, I have a feeling that Harry's, he's a titty baby. So he's crying and Meghan's in her chest, okay, with her, what do you call it? Her eggs, what did Lady C say? Eggs on a pavement breast. Okay, I'm trying to be nice. Okay, I'm going to be nice. I'm being nice. Okay, so let's get into Harry's video first. I want to play that back right quick. We just got to go over this really quickly. Excuse the noise because I got the washing machine going and the dryer, but I had to get on because I promised you guys I was coming on tonight. I just don't want to miss a night. So here we go. Let's get into Harry and what this crybaby has to say. Let's go. Let's listen to Harry.
I can't see a world in which I would be bringing my wife and children back to the UK at this point. The things that they're going to miss is, well, everything. You know, I love my country. I always have done, despite what some people in that country have done. So, you know, I miss the UK. I miss parts of the UK, of course I do. And I think that it's really quite sad that I won't be able to show, you know, my children my homeland. There is a lot of control and ability in my father's hands. Ultimately, this whole thing could be resolved through him, not necessarily by intervening, but by stepping aside, allowing the experts to do what is necessary and to carry out an RMB. That said, this all was initiated under a previous government. There is now a new government. I have had it described to me, once people knew about the facts, that this is an good old-fashioned establishment stitch-up.
Well, he's saying this is a good old establishment stick-up, right? And of course, he's saying that he can never bring his wife and children to the UK. Harry, if you only knew, no one gives a damn if you do or don't. Trust me. Trust me. But anyways, Harry, that was the key. He's dangling the kids to his father saying, if you don't do what I tell you to do or what I want you to do, you will never see your grandkids. All right. He also disclosed that he has not spoken to his father. His father is angry at him because of this court case, right? So then he had the nerve to say, well, he don't know how long his father's going to live. Really? So if you haven't spoken to your father in over a year, how do you know really what kind of cancer he has, how it's progressing? How do you know, Harry? And if you knew, why would you even disclose it when you know that the way your family works, because of the role that they possess in that country, they are a royal establishment, they have rules, and you need to respect that because there's nothing you can do to change it. They've been around over 1,000 years, Harry. Your father can't change it. And to be honest, I don't think he wants to. Harry claimed that his father and William were trapped. Remember in that big O interview? He claimed they were trapped, right? No, Harry, you're the one that's trapped. Who's trapped now? So Harry decides because he lost the case, he's going to go throw a temper tantrum. And like I said, just like a terrorist, because he and Meghan Markle's goal and the machine that's around him, their goal is to tear down the monarchy. Don't get it twisted. That's what Harry and Meghan and their machine that's supporting them, that's really their goal, is to tear down the monarchy. And Harry is trying his best to do that. That's why he did this interview, because he got upset and pissed that it did not go the way he wanted it to. So he decided to throw a temper tantrum. But check this out. The royal family, it looks like Buckingham Palace, they did respond, y'all. They responded. Hold on one second, and we are going to, I'm going to show you what their response was. And I love it. We're going to go into it and we're going to talk about it. So I was not too concerned about them responding. They just released a short statement, and it's short but sweet, okay? Very short and sweet. Give me 1 second here. I think I lost. Wait a minute. What did I do? I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I thought I had it up here. I got to go down and I have to find it. But the palace did release a short statement. It was short and sweet. And I love it. I absolutely love what they had to say. Let's see. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, this is it. All right. So let's get into it. They're going to play a little bit of what BBC is going to play a little bit of what Harry said, but we're going to check out what Buckingham Palace had to say. Brilliant. Let's go. Let's see what this. Okay. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Let's put them back.
See a world.
All right. Let's put this back. Okay. I think this is it. Hold on 1 second. I think this is it. Wait, Buckingham Palace. Yes. Okay, here we go.
It's really quite sad that I won't be able to show, my children my homeland.
And this is Buckingham Palace response.
Beginning of 2020.
All of these issues have been examined repeatedly and meticulously,
and then overnight,
by the courts. The Duke has said his father, King Charles, did not speak to him for security role. Let's roll back a little bit, because I want to put their statement up and pause it.
Reduced to the lowest.
Okay, let's go. He's reduced. Okay, Harry's going to explain what he believes happened. Wait a minute. Why did it do that? Oh, I hate this. Let's see. Hold on.
Was reduced to.
All right. So they're not going to let me do this. So here's the palace statement right here. The palace spokesperson says all of these issues have been examined repeatedly and meticulously by the courts.
And then overnight, I was
with the same conclusion. Daily Mail says the Duke of Sussex has said his father, King Charles, did not speak to him over security, and that he does not see a possibility of ever bringing Meghan and his children to the UK. No one cares, Harry.
A degree from Walden University empowers me.
No one. Did you see that statement they said? All they said was that they have, the legal authorities, they have examined meticulously, and all of them came out with the same conclusion. That is it. Nothing else. There's nothing else to talk about, Harry. Absolutely nothing else to talk about.
Which I would be bringing my wife
what's
and
his
children.
point? What do you guys think he's really trying to get at? What he's trying to get at is he's trying to he really wants to punish the royal family for not giving him what he wants. And he, and I like what they did. They just get that 2 word, 2 sentences. That is it. And that is all. Nothing else. I would not say another word. Military silence. Nothing else. Because you cannot negotiate with terrorists. You cannot reason with a tyrant or someone who's just unreasonable. And at the end of the day, what Harry wants, he will never be able to get. Because the royal family is not going to let Harry get around to get connected to them again so he can go and turn on them again. Because the first time is Harry's fault. If they let him do it a second time, it's their fault. And I don't think they're stupid. I really don't. Now, Harry, he has the nerve to come out with another statement. He posted on Sussexes.com, and we're going to read that statement together. It's long, so I'm going to be jumping over through that because I don't even want to give the guy, we don't have enough time to read his crap, his bibble babble. He's a titty baby. And I got that from that, I should have wrote down the YouTube channel. I can't take that phrase, but I did get it from these 2 Southern ladies that have their own YouTube channel, and they talk politics, but I love them. They are so funny. And they call like Elon Musk and all them titty babies. And this Harry's a titty baby. He's one of those. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, this asshole is rich as fuck. They got more money than God. They got healthy children. They're healthy. And he's whining about what? He's whining about what now? Security? When they told him that they will give him security when he comes to visit, he's just got to let them know 30 days in advance. What's wrong with that? You can't reason with terrorists. Do not negotiate with a terrorist. Harry and Meghan are now terrorists. And if you do not think that Harry and Meghan are not committed to tearing down the monarchy, you're asleep or you in denial, because it's clear. And Harry and Meghan got a machine, like I told you guys, around them, a powerful machine that are moving behind the scenes, that are help supporting these two so they can land softly, so they can keep their pockets lined. Remember when they first got to Hollywood, they were given hundreds of millions of dollars. Remember the machine I told you guys that's supporting Harry and Meghan? Big O, Oprah's wife Gail, Netflix and Ted Sarandos and his wife, who's best friends with Big O. Ari Emanuel. Who else? Lemonada's now on board. Then you got this weird looking girl, Jamie or something, who was sold It Cosmetics for $1 billion. Congratulations, Jamie. That's great. But the fact that you put Meghan on your podcast, you decided to jump in and become a supporter of her too, to push her up, when there are thousands of other women out there who are true entrepreneurs that could use that sort of promotion. But you decide to go with Meghan. There is a machine, guys. I'm totally convinced now there is a machine. And they are trying to push Harry and Meghan, and they are anti-monarchists. I really do believe that. I'm convinced now. Harry had the nerve, with all the blessings he's got in his life now. And he said that in his interview. He said, what did he say? And I laughed. I just snickered. He says, what did he say? He says, because life is precious or something like that. I'm going to forgive them. Really? Have you and Meghan apologized to King Charles and Princess Catherine, both who are suffering from cancer, have suffered from cancer because Catherine's in remission? Have you guys offered any apology to them when you call them racist? When your mouthpiece, Obi Scobie, called them racist? Have you apologized, Harry? Have you apologized all the crap you wrote in the book, The Spare? Have you apologized? Have you apologized to your brother, your dad? You said your stepmom was evil and you did not support your father marrying Camilla. Did you apologize to Camilla for that? Did you apologize to William, your brother, for saying that he knocked you to the ground and you talked about his private parts? Did you apologize to King Charles and Prince William when you said that they were trapped? Though they're not trapped, they know exactly where they're at, and they're firmly planted in that kingdom over there. And they are firmly planted. You're the one that's lost and trapped. You are trapped, Harry. No one else is but you. So, anyways, this guy, he amazes me at his level. But I told you guys, it's the same mental shit that he has, Meghan has, Gayle King has, and his Laura Sanchez, when they go up there in that fucking little tube up in the sky and come down, they think we don't matter. Well, who matters is them, not us. So Harry, the hell with all of the damage your wife has caused your family. You did that, Harry. You picked this one. That was who you chose as a wife, a whole psychopath. You need to look in the mirror, Harry. You chose a whole psychopath. Think about that. That's the reality of it. You did that. If I bring an asshole into my family, thank God I did not. But if I were to marry, so you got to pick. First of all, you have to make sure you choose smart. And if you happen to bring a partner, you decide to marry someone or commit to someone in a long-term relationship, and you bring them to your family, you integrate them in your family, and they're a whole psychopath, and all you see is chaos and trouble. She's naming your daughter after a nickname after your grandmother, and your grandma did not want that. She said, "The fuck it, the hell with him." You guys did that Oprah interview knowing that your grandfather was sick, dying. This is crazy. This is crazy, but the best thing you did, I told you, Meghan, thank you. Mwah. You did wonders because you shine a light on the machine. You are actually exposing the machine behind all this that's trying to push you in, Harry. Harry's not out there by himself. He's got a whole machine around him. And their goal, always the end game, is to tear down the British monarchy. Yes, the royal family. They want to do King Charles, Camilla, Princess William, Prince William, Princess Catherine. Yes, they want to tear them all down. That's why Harry did. He got so upset that he revealed to us that he's still enraged and angry. He posted another notice on Sussexes.com. We're going to read that. But before, I want to get into the comments right quick. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting heated because this is good. This is like, I told you, watching these public figures and watch them just spiral out of control. It's like watching an educational film in mental health. It really is. Because you look at Harry, you can't believe what you're hearing. It's like your family really, Harry, wants you to leave them alone and go on with your life. That's really what they want you to do, Harry. They're not, you said you wanted out. You and Meghan said you wanted to step down and you wanted to go, live a private life. And it looks like you two did not do that. What you wanted to do, or what your grifting wife did, the agent of darkness, what she did was stole you because she lied to you. She manipulated your mind wearing your mama's perfume. I hear now that she had your picture on her vision board when she was married to Trevor. So she got lucky. It was like a lightning in a bottle, for real. She got lucky and lost her mind in the process because there's no way she's going to get anything she wants. Because what she did is that she's exploiting you and she's going around trying to destroy that family. One good thing is that the royal family has been around 1,000 years, and those men in them gray suits will die to protect itself. They're not going anywhere. They've not been around over 1,000 years just by luck. Harry. And that's your family, Harry. That is your blood. I did a video yesterday, and I'm telling you guys, honestly, during one of the darkest times of my life, I was not close. I was my only sister. We were bickering back and forth, and my brothers and stuff. I mean, it was stupid shit, very stupid shit. And I missed them. And it was like, as soon as I got more healthy, I was able to and mature, grow older. Not, therapy helps too, because you got people that are screwed up and they're in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. So, but anyways, I cannot, when I think of my life, there is no way I can ever imagine my life without my siblings, especially my sister and my brothers. There's just no way. Both my parents are gone and my grandparents are gone. I cannot imagine a life without them. And that don't mean that we have to talk every day. That's not life. Everybody got their lives. But I know I love them, and they have, and we love each other. We spend time when we can. There is love and respect there. Harry's only brother, he decided to do this for Meghan Markle. So, Harry, when are you going to look in the mirror and ask yourself, was it all worth it? Are you ever going to do that? Are you going to go to Vegas and get drunk, coked up, and drink a lot, screw some whores? And then are we going to be doing cycling all of this? What, until the end of time, to the end of your days? I mean, how is this going to work out? There is something to picking someone that's equally yoked with you. There is something about picking someone that's part of your world, Harry. There was nothing wrong with that. And you know what? You could have picked a woman that was not part of your world. Then why not go to Africa and get yourself an African girl, or or a swirly girl if you like them swirly, or whatever your type. But you got to really be careful of who you pick as your spouse, because you got to look at their family of origin. Megan's family, her father, her two step siblings don't seem like they care for her anyways. And then her mother left her for 10 years for mysterious circumstances. And her father raised her. And the fact that she ducked her own father, the man that brought her life, she won't even use his name. She's damn near 40 years old before she married here. What was she, 35, 36 when they got engaged? So all them years, it was Markle, and she could not make it in Hollywood, even with his name. So, okay, why would you want to take the royal family name? Why not figure out a way where your talents are? Okay, if you still like acting, go acting. But I always feel as if you stand on your own. Your father gave you that name, Megan. And if you really was a smart, strong bitch like you claim you are, then you would have led with your name, the name your dad gave you, Markle. And you would not have dumped him to the side like garbage. That's a whole human being. That's a man that brought you life. But Harry, this is stuff you should be looking at. Because how do you think she's going to treat you and your kids? She can't love on your kids. That girl don't know nothing about love. That girl she does not know how to bond with someone and commit and stay in a healthy relationship. She know nothing about that because she's she's a psychopath. You ought to look at her behavior, Harry. That's on you and why you chose her. So let's look at the comments. Let's look at the comments. I want to hear what you guys got to say. So let's go. Zy88 wants his own empire, MK2, huh? Rinsky. Oh, hey, Rinsky, how you doing? Let's read your comments. Hey, Rinsky, I hope you read this. There's a channel I want to recommend to you that tests food and checks how it affects their blood sugar. Short and concise. It's called Insulin Resistant. Oh, you know what? I'm going to write that down. I will. Thank you, Rinsky. How have you been? How you doing? It's good to see you. What do you think about this whole Prince Harry and his titty baby going around crying and whining because he can't, the judges agreed taxpayers don't have to fund his security when he comes over. He has sunk. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. He is like, and he don't see it. I'm telling you, they just be in their own bubble, but make no mistake. He's got a machine that's working on his behalf. You could tell. It's so obvious now. Thank you, Megan, because I would not have believed it until I kept seeing all these doors opening for her that would not open for a normal person. And think about that. Even this Jamie chick that gave that sold $1 billion, her company, $1 billion. Good for her. But have she offered any help or mentorship to small business owners who don't have access to millions, who don't have, who's not married to a prince? Has she done any mentorship to help small female business owners? Help pump them up on her podcast and her channel. They would love it. They could certainly benefit from it. But she gives Meghan Markle a whole ex-yacht girl. Why? Because the machine, the power behind her, Meghan, those that are in the shadows, they're doing this for a reason. I think part of it also is I think these are anti-monarchists. I really do believe that. I'm starting to believe that. He actually implies some people want him dead. Yes, he did. It's like, wait a minute. Are you telling me that the British government, they're all in cahoots now, Harry? They're all in cahoots. He said, Harry had the nerve to say, I don't know if you guys heard this, that when they did a study, they said that the ones that had the highest death threats was behind his grandmother queen was him. I think it was the queen and then it was him. And it's like, okay. And then he said immediately after that, they pulled back security. And he also said that Meghan gets a lot of threats. So that's why he wanted security, because she gets a lot of death threats. And it's like, are you serious? So wait a minute. So when he says this is all a suit, there's what do they call it? It's a setup or whatever. Basically, he's saying that the UK government and those judges and all of them, everybody's in cahoots to destroy Harry and Meghan. Really? Oh, he's so stupid. He is so stupid. So everybody's working all in coordination. Meghan messed with that head, but he was already special needs. All she had to do was cultivate that jealousy and that resentment that he had against William. Stir that, work it. Harry, they don't want you there. Harry, look at you always standing behind. You a big man. You the man, Harry. Harry, what was your bedroom like compared to William's? Harry, how many slices of bacon did you get? And it's petty. It is petty. Yes, you are in a hierarchical system. Yeah, you may have gotten one slice of bacon, but guess what, Harry? You got access to more wealth than the average person. You never have to work a day in your life. You're healthy. Your 2 children are healthy. You claim you got a wife you love. So how come you guys are not going away in private and living your life? That's all your family wants you to do, Harry, is get the hell away. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Just move on. Leave them alone, Harry. When your dad is gone, you're not going to be able to pull that same shit on William. You're not. You're not going to be able to pull that same shit on William. Roxanne, how you doing? Harry just want Prince William status. Yeah, they are covetous. And it's in the Bible. Thou shalt not, what is it? Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, thy neighbor's ox or something. But I think the message is, and it's true, stop trying to covet their lives. William will be king. You will never be king, Harry, and that's okay. Most people don't even live that world. Why do you have to covet his life? Same with Meghan, and that's what she's playing out here, cosplaying in America. She wanted everybody to call her Princess Meghan, Duchess Meghan, or, and her Royal Highness. She's really playing this up here in this country, all in her head. On that hamster wheel I told y'all about, going. I should keep playing that hamster wheel right there in the corner of all my videos when I talk about Meghan. As she go, and she going nowhere. She's trying to cosplay Catherine's life. That's what she's doing. What Catherine does, she's going to do. And that is a sick way to live. That is a miserable way to live. It really is, y'all. You cannot live, you cannot covet someone else's life. It's not yours. And I thought our country fought to be free of that. That's what I thought. But you wouldn't think it when the machine every time the machine look at People magazine and In Style and what are the others? What was the one that I saw? Vanity Fair, Page 6. They say Duchess of Sussex. All of this stuff because they playing all in it because it sells. But who is it selling to? No, it's not selling to anybody. It's that machine that's trying to push these two. And that machine is working to promote this. I don't know why they're doing it, but I got a stinking suspicion that part of it is that they are anti-monarchists. I think there is a power, a shadow behind Harry and Meghan, and they are really pushing them. And these are heavyweights, because think about it. Who else could get $100 million? You know what? Netflix, I would have thought, okay, $100 million. They gave Michelle Obama's $100 million. They were giving, during COVID, they were giving these celebrities big packages, entertainment deals. So I'm like, okay, but now when I see that the machine is steel, and then we got to ask ourselves, why did that Jamie girl who sold It Cosmetics to Revlon or somewhere, or what was the other? Revlon, and I can't think of the other. But what would cause her to what would encourage her to put Meghan on her podcast? She claimed that they were friends. Meghan don't have friends. Meghan don't know no real friendship, because Meghan can't bond with people because she's a psychopath. She lacks empathy. It's hard for her to truly bond. It really is. That's why she cut people off. That's why she cut people off real quick. Once she get what she wants, if you piss her off, friendship don't mean anything to Meghan Markle because she's not emotionally invested, because she can't. She's a whole psychopath. Yes. So this girl, Jamie's saying, you are the best friend ever. And did you see Jamie's look? You watched that interview and it was cringe to watch because you could see Jamie's face told it all. Jamie was not real. And Jamie's asking Meghan Markle how she feels, and Meghan Markle never once said, how are you? Because Meghan don't give a shit, and she's not going to pretend to. She can't. But Harry fell in love with her. So that tells you where Harry's head is. Crazy. But yes, back to Roxana, what you were saying. Yeah, they want to covet, and you will never. I think that's why. Now I see. Meghan Markle is cosplaying Catherine here. And it's not ever going to work because we can see that all you're doing is cosplaying. The other thing is that we really don't play that here in this country. We don't have a monarchy. We don't have prince and princess, dukes and duchesses and all that shit. We don't have that here. In England, we can love it and respect it and be like, woo, because I like King Charles. I love Prince William and Princess Catherine. I do. I love them. And Princess Anne is my girl. I love that she sat right there with her mama next to the casket. That's a strong woman. And she's the hardest working one. Who else do I like? And that young one, Andrew. I think is it Andrew? No, it can't be Andrew. Andrew is the Epstein one. What's the youngest boy name? Put that in there. The youngest son's name. Because he's my age, I think. I think he's 54 or something. So I like how he and his wife move. So I like the royal family as long as it's in the UK. But I don't want to live that in this country. I'm not putting nobody up on no pedestals, nowhere, no how. And I think Meghan Markle, that's what she wants. She wants to cosplay. And now she wants to try to monetize it. But what I find interesting is that machine, why are they working to try to push that too? That's what I'm curious about. Okay, Roxanne, Harry and Meghan belong together because they are both evil. Girl, those are some dark. Listen, you have to be careful of them dark forces. That, you know what? Every once in a while, I go pruning. You know how you prune a tree or prune a bush or flower, a plant or whatever. I do the same with my life. I do the same with friends. Like there are different degrees of friendship. Like I got those that are very good friends, and there's only there's like two that I consider my ride or dies. Then there are people that fall in the middle, and that is okay. There are some that I like to kind of go out to eat with. We can chat. There are some that we in a reading group together. There are others that like when I travel and then I go, and when I'm there in the country, we'll go have dinner. I build friends that way. So, but they're not people I would call and consider close friends, but they're kind of on the acquaintance and / friends, right? So, and then some of those friends that, present themselves to be someone who's who's a little bit too toxic, I cut them off. I don't do toxic relationships. I'm not doing it. I'm too old. I don't want all the drama. I'm too old. When I was younger and didn't know, yeah, I put up with a lot with friends and stuff. Now, no, not too much. So yeah, Harry he's in their pig pen right there with Megan, and they over there in their nice, nasty, muddy ass pig pen, rolling around together, trying to throw mud and shit on everybody else they can. It is really sad, and he looks depleted. He looks depleted. Zix888 says, read report of the Dyson investigation by the Right Honorable Lord Dyson, May 21, into how Diana was deceived by BBC. And he runs to the BBC. That's right. I saw that today. You're right. Hold on. I guess who was the presenter on BBC that lied to Diana? And then Diana, what's the guy's name? Bashir, right? And they lied to Diana saying, and Diana actually got rid of her protection after that for some reason. And then that's how she ended up dying. But that interview with Bashir, and then later I heard that he lied to her to get the interview or something. And then she let go of the 24-hour security protection. She would be alive today if she had that security protection, even though she was divorced. But I hear it was something to do that. So you're right, Zytex. What's the name of it? Report of the Dyson investigation. The Right Honorable Dyson. Yeah, I'm going to look into that one. I saw that on, what was I looking at when I think it was Sean Atwood. He had, was it Sean Atwood? Or was it Dan Wooten? Yeah, one of those. But yes, I know about that one. Sean Jones. So if your siblings try to sabotage your marriage or disparage your significant other, that would be okay with you? Sean? That's not what happened. That's what Harry and Meghan, that's what they're saying. There are always two sides to a story. Always. Maybe if Big O would have encouraged someone from the British side to really come out and say there, and I think they said it. The Queen said it. Recollections may vary. So, and plus, that is not what happened. They weren't trying to sabotage Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan sabotaged themselves. That's what happened. They sabotaged themselves. Nobody forced them. Nobody forced Harry and Meghan. Nobody forced them to step down. They just did not want to follow the rules. And Meghan Markle was not going to live by that very controlled system. And it was hierarchical. She did not want to live by that. And she was going to be way down here. Catherine's up there, and her narcissistic self could not. She was getting hit with them narcissistic injuries every day. And the psychopath that she is and the petty thief that she is, she ran off with one of their valuable assets, the prince himself, the spare, and she took the titles and she ran to Hollyweird, and it still didn't get her where she thought she wanted to go. These hate for profit channels are hilarious. All right, Sean Jones, you don't have to watch. You can go. I'm sure Megan got some pro Sussex channels on YouTube. Why don't you check those out? Over here, we tell the truth. And Harry and Meghan are not fooling us, baby. This titty baby Harry, and his ex-yacht girl, grifter of a wife. Why can't she stand on her own? Why can't she stand on her own? You know why? Because she can't. She don't have nothing to stand on. Did you see the South Park episode when Harry pulled Megan's head back and went in there and said, Megan, hello, hello? If she was hollow in there, that's Megan. She's hollow. She's just a shell that's cosplaying. And she's grabbing the names because she's also a petty thief. So they try to get his money any way they can. So she grabbed the titles. She got an entire machine helping her. So why is she complaining? If you got Big O, Tyler Perry, Ari Emanuel, Netflix and his wife, Lemonada, you got Paramount with CBO. You and Harry was yucking it up with the Paramount, the head of Paramount and that couple. So you got all the powers to be of Hollywood and Hollyweird. If you got all of that, what are you complaining about? Why are you complaining? Oh, let's not forget the It cosmetic girl that sold her business for $1 billion. She even invited Meghan Markle on her channel, on her podcast. So what is this? Profit channels are hilarious. And Meghan should love that we hate her because she's got all these powerful people supporting her. Sean, thanks for sharing. Sean Jones, thanks for sharing. All right, let's go on. Roxanne, Harry's jealous of Princess William was exasperating Meghan. You know, I feel bad for William. Now that's the one that we need to be feeling really concerned about. Concerned and not pity. Not even worried, just say a prayer for her. Because look at him. He will be king, okay? Unless there's an act of God, but he will be king. His wife had cancer. And it's in remission, but it's only been, a year or so? You know how that is scary as shit, okay? Let's keep it real. Cancer is no joke. And his father got cancer? And he got 3 little kids, young kids. He's got the weight of the world and the British public, you know, and the realm, and that all of that he's got to wear on his shoulders. And we got to worry about this titty baby, Harry, whining over what? I'm not going to let my children go to nobody gives a shit, dude. Honestly. I'm telling you the truth, and I'm saying it with compassion. Trust me, no one cares if you ever bring them kids back. I do not think William or King Charles, none of them care. I think they are so tired. They are dealing with cancer treatments, the responsibilities of running an entire kingdom, and all of the wealth of responsibilities that come with that. And then what? This titty baby who ain't got nothing else to do but to bitch and moan about security when he comes over there to visit because he lost it. Get some help, dude. And maybe change your surroundings, because this shit that Megan's talking about, my feelings and trying to do this, my feelings in that, she that word salad shit. And it's like, girl, get up and out of yourself. Help others. And we're not talking about in Hollyweird, just so you can be pictured. Help others and not be photographed. How about just helping others and never give your name? Never be photographed. You guys can't do that, can you? I bet you guys are consumed with yourselves 24 hours a day. You could tell it. That's terrible. So happy you're making a video about this madness, Rhonda. Yes, Rinsky. I'm so glad to be back. I have literally been posting videos every day. I am like, listen, I got a second chance at life. And I'm just like, I am going to enjoy what I enjoy. Listen, this is what I love to do right before I call it a night. When I hang up with you guys, I got maybe an hour of work and then I'll call it a night. But this I enjoy. Okay, Harry wouldn't have gone onto the BBC if he wanted to be ignored as Sean Jones. Why aren't we allowed our own opinions? What makes yours better than ours? That's so true, Rinsky. That's so true. But Meghan Markle's and people that support them, they all have that same mindset. It's either their way or no way. And Harry has that same attitude. And it's clear, both of them, it's like Harry, why he thinks that he should be given the same exact treatment as William, who will be king. Harry, you would never be king. You are not subject to the same expectations or threats. Your impact on the world, Harry, is minimal. And it's okay. I don't care to be, I don't understand this. I don't want to be any queen of anything. When I think of my life and the things that I accomplished, it's not on a vast scale. It's right in my little lane, in my little world. I'm happy that way. Because I'm at peace. Harry and Meghan's given that's why I'm telling you guys, watching these public figures and how they behave, it's like an advanced graduate class in psychology, in what do you call it? Mental disorders, or because it is just shocking. Because you look, the beauty of social media and the internet. That's why I say this whole thing with Meghan trying to be perfect and all that. Girl, that's not even real anymore. We don't want to see that. We want to see real people, okay? That's the one thing Donald Trump brought. He is real as fuck. He don't pretend worth shit. And then it's the wild, wild west on this YouTube, TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook. It's the wild, wild west. Everybody is on here and we are doing our thing and we don't care what anybody thinks. You like us, come watch us. You don't like us, you don't have to watch us. There's a lot of content out there and you can find what you like. All you got to do is just type in what your like is. And, there you go. Harry and Meghan, they are literally two mentally unstable people acting out right here for the world to see. It's amazing. It is amazing to watch because he really does believe and he wants the taxpayers to fund it. And then he turns around and says, well, I think he said he would fund it. So then what? They're supposed to turn their rules and break their rules for you? Wait a minute. So if they break their rules for you, then they'll have to do it for every other person that feels like they're entitled. No, dude, that's not how it works. We have rules. You either follow it or you get out. And that's what the Queen told them. But what they wanted to do, they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. They didn't want to follow the rules. They wanted to make up their own rules and still keep the royal title. It don't work that way. Life don't work that way. And Harry's getting a big education. And I think it's good if his father let them fall and let them, don't ever let them back in. I would give it 20 years. Wait until them kids are way grown and off to college. And then maybe, but give them a good 10, 15 years of no contact. Don't give them nothing to work with. And watch this die out because Harry's going to keep trying. He's probably going to try to go to Supreme Court if they don't shut him down. Then he got to go on to another bitch and moan. And he's going to say, oh, the anniversary. And his father dies. They're going to try to monetize that. But as the years go by and Prince William and Princess Catherine just keep doing their thing, living their life, so doing their job as the soon-to-be king and queen. And then when they serve on the throne, they will have a different kind of monarchy, the way they want to see it and the way the British public like it. And they will stay in their lane and do their thing and leave Harry and Meghan just on the sidelines doing what they're doing because it don't matter. And keep watch of the machine, those that continue to put them up. Because remember, they were on a View. Remember the View just 2 days ago. They had said should Prince William strip Harry and Meghan of their titles? And then Whoopi said, oh, I'm bored. And then Sunny Hostin, who cosplays black, by the way, and she's always talking about racist stuff. So she set her ass on finding your roots and come to find out she's 2% black. Girl, stop cosplaying black. It ain't your fight. Stop it. That is insulting. And Meghan Markle is actually more black than you, Sonny. And she don't even want to be black. Now, make that make sense. Make that make sense. So anyways, they had that story on The View, and the way they spend it was that Prince William should just leave them alone. That's kind of like Prince William is the mean guy. So that's the machine too. Who's behind ABC and The View that allowed that to happen? That's what gives you an indication that there is a machine behind these two. There really is a machine. Roxanne says Harry wanted PPI status to get security funded here in the U.S. What? Oh my God. Why don't he shine a light on that? Aren't they giving them protection though? Aren't they getting, I heard when they were in New York, they had New York officers. So they had taxpayers funding them too. Because if they got New York police officers patrolling them, guarding them, then that's taxpayer dollars. These two are a trip. But you know what? All we have to do is let these two just keep making the decisions and doing what they're doing. And this machine that's supporting them, something is off, but we'll keep watching them. It'll come, you know what? Everything in the dark will come to light, and it will come. We will see, is this machine willing to take care of Harry and Meghan for the next 25 years? Let's see. Because I don't think the people buying Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan. Beverly Hassel, how you doing? Hello, Rhonda and chat. Good to see you again. Thank you. Good to see you too. I'm so glad to be back. I am so glad to be back. Oh, let me tell you guys. Okay. I got the virtual background, right? So I had it in my bedroom at first. So I had the green fabric, and I had it attached to each of the headboards, right? And I kept seeing the fuzzy, marks on the screen. So I'm like, you know what? Stop it, Rhonda. Stop. So you know what I did? I went to the electronics place, and I got an actual background stand with the fabric. So I got that, and I put it up with the stand. So that's where, and now it looks much better. And then I got the, of course, the lighting that I have to adjust, because it's like, do you put it on the sideways? So anyways, I am investing, guys. This is nice. So anyways, I'm going to be changing the background, because this is when I was in France, and I was in Paris. I had passed the Moulin Rouge, so I got a chance to take a picture. So stay tuned, because I'm actually hiring an editor to help me with my travel channel. And guess what? I am going to integrate my travel and true crime. I am going to really pursue what I want to do. And this I love. So anyways, let's get back. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on what's going on with my gear here. I'm enjoying myself. And let's just say after that health scare, it was a wake-up call. It really was, because I was literally working 7 days a week. And I'm not, I wasn't having a life. I was traveling, but then I go to these beautiful places, and part of the time I'm still working. And it's like, okay, well, come on. You only got one life. So anyways, back to Harry and Meghan. They have not realized, I don't think they've recognized, Meghan, your father's going to be gone. He's not going to be here forever. He's elderly. Harry, your father is elderly. And the two of you are going around, instead of spreading love and building relationships, you burning bridges and trying to destroy lives. Nothing good's come of that. Nothing good comes from that. Hey, Mackenzie TV. So happy for the British people. Harry is so entitled. I agree. He is. It's shocking. It is shocking. But you know what? He grew up behind them palace walls all his life. Now, Meghan she grew out in the world. Meghan is out in this world. She living. She used to be, and on them yachts allegedly. So, she's been working out there in them streets for a long time. And it still never got her anywhere. She ended up, 6 on the Carl sheet on Suits. So she get a lightning in a bottle chance and snag a prince and screw it up. She will live to regret that. And I always say this now, and I'm gonna be honest because it's what I'm thinking, and I don't lie about it. If it comes up, God already knows I'm thinking it. I don't like to hear about. I think divorce is painful. I don't want to wish that on them, but I can honestly tell you that there are some cute young ladies out there who's better well suited for Harry and know it, and they are in his orbit. And if you let me tell you, Harry, when it gets hard, when the pain gets really, really hard, okay, because it's not fun dealing with a mentally ill person at home. Meghan is not normal. No matter that, it's just not normal. Even when she talked about her kids, and we talked about that yesterday. She said Harry, in an interview or something, she said Harry told her, she went to the other room and then she started picking up her phone, looking at the kid's picture, and Harry told her, why don't you just take a break and go take a bath? And I'm like, that's bullshit. That girl, she thinks that means that will translate into her being this wonderful mother. I'm like, girl, no, that don't. Good mothers don't do that. Good mothers don't hover over their children like that. No, they do not. Good mothers don't do that. Your children are beautiful little beings, and they're going to grow up to be adults with warts, personality defects, you know what I mean? And some beautiful parts of their personality, but there's no such thing as a perfect person. So they're just going to be another human being like the rest of us. You're going to love them because they're your child, and you're just going to pray, God, I'm going to do all that I can to raise them to be good people. But I know they're going to go in the world and just be human beings. And I just pray that they do not go into the world causing too much conflict. But just pray if your children are decent people. That's all I wanted for my kids. I'm like, just be good people. And my son and my daughter, for the most part, they really are good people. But me and their father, we are good people. But we're not perfect. They're not perfect. I'm not perfect. But Meghan Markle you let her tell her kids are perfect. And they so perfect that she can't help but stalk them look at them on the phone, and she think that's normal. It's all acting. None of it is real. It's all smoke and mirrors. So he's dealing with a crazy woman behind closed doors. She is cool. And when she get that wine in her, and then somebody called it the strawberry yesterday. The strawberry. Can someone, like Lady C, can somebody give me a can of Coca-Cola? Please. Somebody, Coca-Cola, please. You got a Coca-Cola? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So he is going, there are some cutie pies in his orbit that are a much better suit than Meghan Markle, is my point. And he is not sitting in that mansion dealing with that crazy ass girl. He ain't doing it. Do you know that he's missing his son's birthday for the second time? He's supposedly going to Vegas for some youth thing. Yeah, okay. You couldn't do that youth event any other day. It's not like you work or nothing, Harry. You got a lot of time on your hands. You couldn't pick another day. He wanted to get the hell out of Dodge. You better believe it, especially when she started whining and talking shit, talking crazy. He went out. Prince Edward and Sophie. Thank you, Rinsky. He is the king's youngest brother. Thank you, Rinsky. Prince Edward and Sophie. I love how they move. I love how they move too. They are really Prince Edward, and he's in my age group. This couple, they move smart. You do not see Prince Edward trying to become the next king and fighting with his big brother about becoming next king and bitching and moaning to the media why he needs to have the same spotlight. He needs to share the same spotlight as his brother, King Charles. He doesn't. You know what he did? He took his privilege and he built a life of his own with his wife and his children. And he did not betray the throne. He didn't betray his mother and the royal family and the kingdom that they have committed their lives to for generations, thousands of years. He took his slice. He took his slice of life build his life the way he wanted it, and then stayed humble and just stayed married, raised his children. He probably got a core group of friends that he hang out with. I can guarantee you, he's not part of this this whole dysfunction that Harry has. I'm just shocked that Harry did not go to him as a resource. I really am. Hold on, let me plug up my computer because it's running out of juice. Okay, I am back. There we go. Okay, will that work? There we go. Nice, much better. Yeah. Edward and Sophie. Thank you, Rinsky. Yes, they are, and that's what I'm saying. He's like, he doesn't live his life. It doesn't seem like Edward lives his life angry with his brother because he's going to be king, or his wife. I mean, it is really sad. Harry, I think Meghan Markle is so sick mentally that we kind of know how that's going to play itself out. She's going to be trying, she's going to try to get one rich man to the next. You know what I mean? And then her options are dwindling because she's aging and we know she's crazy. It's been exposed. So it's hard to really, she cannot create an image that would attract guys because we already see who she is and she's aging out. So she's going to have to do a lot. And I told you guys, she's going to become part of the LGBTQ community. That's what I believe on the side. Because she will not divorce Harry. Harry's got to divorce her because he's her only currency. So she will get involved with, and she's cool with Big O and her wife Gail and all that. And I believe that she's going to get involved with wealthy women, become lesbian lovers with them. So she can get access, and she's networking because she's going to do what she got to do. And she's going to try to get money any way that she can get money. Because remember, at the end of the day, she's a petty thief and a hustler. So she's going to do all that she can. The rich billionaire men is out of the question. I don't see that because I don't see why a billionaire would want a 45-year-old woman who's an ex-yacht girl that birthed 2 children with an idiot prince and she's polarizing. And she's a psychopath. They don't want the aggravation when they can get themselves a 25-year-old beautiful yacht girl her temperament is more quiet. It's too much competition out here. Meghan can't compete with them girls. In her head, she can. Good luck, Meghan. Good luck with that. But I don't see a billionaire doing it. She's not gonna be able to lock them down. She got lucky with Harry. Like I said, it was a lightning in a bottle type of luck. She lucked and she played him because she targeted him too, and she had him on her vision board. So she was wearing his mom's perfume when they get busy and all that stuff. That is gross. So she got lucky with him. And Harry, what will he end up? You're going to see him pick up weight. You're going to see his face get redder because he's going to be drinking more, using more coin. He's going to be like Dad's brother. You see how Dad's brother is all chunky and he's on his, 3rd or 4th marriage? Come on, he's a hot mess. And Harry, that's who he going to be like because he's going to be afraid to let go. You need to ask your uncle. He's going to tell you to let that girl go. He done been with 3 wives. So Harry, you don't have to go through it. But if Harry keeps going down this road, he's going to end up doing that. I'm telling you, because you cannot go abusing drugs and alcohol and all of that, because he's going to try to do all this to cope. He's not doing anything in a healthy way. You can see it. He's still filled with vengeance, anger, manipulation, threatening his father with the kids. And it's like when all he had to do, if he was in a healthier space, was just step down, go into his private life, do no interviews, and just run Invictus games and Cinnabolic. And he and Meghan could see him every so often. And they just wave. But no, we don't do interviews. No, Meghan didn't have to go through all this. Meghan could have just stayed mute and quiet and let her brand build slowly. Catherine, Princess Kate, she sat there for years. Happy Friday, Brooklyn. How you doing? Yes. Happy Friday. Prince Harry brought it out today. He's spiraling for real, y'all. He is spiraling. And we're going to go over his statement. He not only did a video, he came out with a statement. So we got to take a look at that too. Rinsky says Prince William has no one but his own family to trust. The king has Princess Anne and Prince Edward. Oh, wow. I feel for William, who has no one essentially. His only brother is his enemy. Very sad. Yep. Well said. Yep. Well said, Rinsky. That's very sad. That's why I said William is the one that I'm really sad for, because he was betrayed by his brother. Imagine that. I can't even imagine my own sister hating me. That would break my heart. My sister is my protector. Like, we are a year apart, my sister and I. Rita, we are barely a year apart, and we are opposites. And we are the best friends. And I keep telling her she need to be right on here with me, and you guys will be laughing. But we are like totally opposites. Like, she's a homebody. She's been married 35 years to the same man. She's loving. She's got a great grandchild now. She is, and conservative. She very conservative. We are opposites, but she is I'm her protector. I love her. She loves me. In high school, she would fight. When you grow up in the city of Chicago, you got to fight. And my sister, no matter what, if somebody picking on me, my sister was a fighter, and she would defend me. And my defender, and I loved her. Nobody messed with her because she was ready to go. Whereas me, I was like, crying. I was so sensitive. So anyways, I feel bad for William, because that's got to sting. Because your own brother, like, Harry should be ashamed of himself. He really should. Like, you can tell Meghan has nobody. She's not grounded in family. She disowned her father. She just discarded him. And her mother was gone for 10 years. So I don't buy that close relationship. I don't buy that. No. You don't. In her formative years, you were gone all that time, and now you two are best friends. No, bitch. I don't buy that. But Catherine but I think, you know what, Rinsky, what do you guys think? I think Prince William is very close with Catherine's family, though. I wonder if they're close. But yeah, who are William's friends? Like, you're right. I didn't think of that. King Charles. Like, who's William's advocates? He's got Kate and his children, but I mean, adult-wise, other than that, who is in his corner? Because Harry would have been the one that would have been in his corner, because they're blood and they grew up together. They have the shared history. Because King Charles does have his sister Anne. And I think Anne and King Charles, I think King Anne is his ride or die, his close confidant. I really do. And how many years are they really close in age? I think they are, right? King Charles and Anne. Yeah, I think so. But who does Prince William have? You're right. Harry, we know what Harry's got. Harry's got his marijuana, his Coca-Cola, and soon to be his working girls. But any friend, Nacho, come on now. Nacho? Yeah, okay. Although Nacho is cute, just as long as he don't talk. I'm sorry, but he is cute. That's a good question. I don't know, Rinsky. Their entitlement actually enrages me. Got to thank Meghan for showing us how the power structure works in Ollie Weird, at least. Oh, yeah. Yes. It's like, and I'm telling you, thank you, Meghan. We got to give her, we can give her one positive compliment, and it's that she has shined a bright light on it. Now we see the machine. Remember in the Wizard of Oz when we see behind the wheel, there was this man with this big, it's like, wait a minute, it's all smoke and mirrors. It's not real. None of it is real. They're all full of shit. None of it is real. Like she's saying, I'm happy, happy, and then the next day this shit happens. It's like, how happy are you now, Megan? How happy are you now? With Harry. I mean, it is just, but we do see the machine now. But that entitlement blows my mind. Harry and Meghan will write a book when King Charles dies because he won't be able to deny. You know what? Yeah, Roxana, they're going to try every way they can to monetize it because they need the money. So, but I don't think it's going to work. I don't think people are just tired of Harry and Meghan. And Meghan thought she had such a success on this Jamie podcast. Oh Lord, she was crying. What is it? One tear left eye, go. So she put her tears on, and we don't have makeup. No, I'm like, oh girl. And so she thought, oh, well, yep, I've convinced some people to buy my product. I've got more exposure. This billionaire pumped me up. So will that make me more attractive to consumers? Will they buy my products? No. And then what do you say? It ain't 48 hours, and then Harry pops up with this shit. So all of the advances, like I said, she's here. She's trying to get to billionaire status. As soon as she go up like this, there's always something pushing her back down. There's a force pushing her down. When that machine try to push her up here, there's a force pushing her down. I'm telling you guys, that machine is trying to push her. Why? Oh, who said this? Absalom Pam said, what kids? Surrogate kids in the time the truth to come out. You don't think they're kids? She just posted her daughter on Instagram. Oh, this is good. This is good. Can't wait for Megan's sex tape to be released. That will definitely put a stop to You know what, Roxanne, that may be when she catapults into the XXX arena. Then she could start OnlyFans. That's what I'm saying. And Meghan Markle was a smart, trying to become a royal in this country. We got Trump now. We got Trump, okay? We got, who else is that? Have you see the reality, those Real Housewives where they go down, they be fighting and tearing each other's weaves out. You look on YouTube, TikTok, X, people be going at it and they be acting a fool, and it's fun. Someone is sick, but there's a lot of fun people. We don't want to see none of that pretend shit. So Meghan Markle, if you were really smart now, what you should do is have your partner that's the head of these Soho places, the manager's is this Marcus's name? Marcus is gay though. But you and Marcus was doing a lot of honey traps, allegedly. Now, Megan, what you should do is do Kris Kardashian. You just sit with Kris Kardashian, the original pimp, and say, I need your advice. Meghan Markle, that's who you need to talk to. And the first thing Kris is going to tell you is that you're going to have to get on your knees. We got you. Do you have a tape? Do you have a tape? Let me see. Let me see it. Because, Kris want to see it. And she'll tell you. And then what you do is have it marketed underground. You don't, Meghan Markle, just say, I don't know nothing about it. What is this? I'm going to sue. But you're not suing them. And let that tape be released underground, like like Kris Kardashian did with Kim and Ray J tape. She claimed she knew nothing about it, and then come to find out she knew everything about it because she was behind it, distributing and everything. So Meghan Markle, and then you know what, Meghan Markle, just get raunchy. Stop all of the pretend shit. And what you do is start hanging out and partying. Like, go to places. I mean, you got to really dirty yourself up. Then you'll get attention. Because people will say, what's wrong with Meghan Markle? Is she going crazy? Did you see her out there? She was out partying. Who can she hang with? Now, hang by yourself, Meghan Markle. You and Mark. But that sex tape's got to go out. And make sure it's distributed underground. And then what you do is tell Andy Cohen's, if he give you $10 million, you're willing to do a Bravo reality show with 6 episodes. And in them 6 episodes, you make sure that you talk shit about Harry. You sure you talk shit about all them celebrities that you were trying to be friends with. Betray them. And say, this is Megan. I just say, and also lead with, I don't want the road. My name is not Duchess shit, nothing. I don't want Duchess nothing. Really, Megan, go out of your mind and strip yourself of all of that. And talk about every celebrity that you know. Each episode, share it. And watch everybody watch you. You're not going to be a billionaire, but at least, you know, you can set yourself, that money you make, you can put it to the side. That's just put most of it to the side, because Harry ain't going to be able to count. Harry don't, you know, he don't know nothing about budgets and none of that. That money go on the side. And then you engineer divorcing Harry, and then you will be the train wreck of reality TV. Then you could play that role. Then you will get attention and you will get money. But you want to get that $15 million from Andy Cohen. But you gotta come raw. And then make sure that sex tape, and then it's yours. Say, I'm suing, and then just say, and people say, is that really her? And then maybe do an OnlyFans. But I don't know if you're gonna do an OnlyFans. But you could. But Megan, that's your only route, girl. And you got experience already. I'm telling you, that's your only route. This perfect shit, like you cosplaying royal, it turns us off. We're not buying it. Because we know. See, Kate ain't done none of that stuff like you did, Megan. Kate is over in the UK in her own world. And she was dating William in college. Meghan Markle, when you were in college, we know what you were doing. So anyways, guys, that would be funny to me. That's how she can come back. Risky say it will actually be 3rd time he missed his sons. What? The 3rd time? Oh, here. By the way, Meghan Markle, Harry is going to eventually cast his net out for women because he's going to look for your replacement. In the meantime, he's going to try all different kind of women. And they will not say a word. Trust me, they won't say a word because all they're hoping for is to replace you. Okay? That's what they're hoping for. Harry is going to cast the net, and he's going to do it while he's still married to you. And I don't know why you got those 2 kids. I don't know why you had, I get it. You had them babies because you thought Harry was rich, didn't you? You thought Harry was you thought you could be able to sue him and get child support. Yes, you did. And now you done picked a fight with an institution that's been around for 1,600 years. And they will fight. Them men in a great suits will fight to the death to protect itself. You picked a fight with them. That was dumb. It's going to be interesting to watch her. Both of them, Matthew Young. Harry knows that as soon as Poorly Dead dies, it's game over for him. Prince William and his wife will never forgive Harry and Meghan for the harm they did to them. That's right, and they better not. You come for people's family. Listen, you want to see my canines? Come after my son or my daughter. Think about it. These 2 came after William and Kate. Now, they came after Kate, really. Called her racist. Called King Charles racist. And like I always say, it's a disgusting description, but it's true. First of all, there are racists in the world, but you better be damn sure that you know that person's racist before you call them. Because calling somebody racist is like throwing shit on somebody and expecting them not to stink. That is the only analogy I can think of. And when you go that low, and Meghan, knowing that Meghan herself is self-hating racist, she's a self-hating biracial. And she knows she is. And she turned around and she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing, y'all. She knew what she was doing. But listen, she can never think She can never look at the chessboard and really play good chess. She can't think 2, 3, 4, 5 moves ahead. She can't do that. She can't. She's like instinctive. Is what I can get right now. That's what petty thieves do. Like I think when her mama was in Buckingham Palace or wherever they were in the palace behind them walls, they stole the prince, one of the most valuable assets, and I believe they were going around stealing whatever fine china they can pick up and put in their bookcase, in their suitcase. I can guarantee you, because it's the only little thing they can get their hands on. They can go resell it. That's what they did. She was booking them jobs before she even married Harry. And she invited Big O to the wedding. That's because they already knew there was going to be a deal. Oprah was making deals for him. But now there is a machine behind them. I want to see what this machine is trying to do. I want to see if they're going to be successful. I really do want to see if they're going to be successful. But William, oh yeah, they, to call that, I mean, they went, and Harry still have not apologized for it. That's why I say Harry is enraged. Harry, his own brother. His own brother. Do you know what that would do to Kate? You call her racist like that? You put a label like that on someone when there are races in the world, okay? There are races in the world, and they know it. They don't give a damn what you think about it. There are some who don't want to be outed. But you cannot call somebody a racist and do not give them an opportunity to defend themselves. That's when I knew Big O was full of shit and she's an anti-monarchist. Rinsky, the way Prince Edward cried at his mother's funeral was so heartbreaking. Oh, Rinsky, I didn't see that. Oh, wow. I didn't see that. Oh, wow. He seems to be a very sensitive man, too. He appears to be. You don't know people, but his spirit seems to be very sensitive to me. Harry probably always thought he's better than anyone lower in the line of succession, hence why he never went to Edward for advice. Okay. Oh, wow. Because he surely could have benefited from it. I didn't think of that. You're right. He's way down the line, whereas Harry is what, 5th? That's so sad. Well, Harry, I'm sure Edward is looking like, woo. I'm sure Edward's like, oh, God, no, please, Harry. Because I know they all saw that interview and it's like, no. Queen Camilla asked Catherine to guide Meghan in the early days, but Meghan refused because she didn't want to be second to no one. She had her own plans. Oh, yeah, Matthew, I believe that. Yep, I heard that too. And Meghan was, Meghan sized Catherine up. You know what? I always share this with you guys every so often, how I imagine these two girls, young women, women now, meeting each other. And Meghan being the malignant narcissist and the psychopath, and she's a mean girl. Meghan really thought that she was the creme de la creme. Meghan thinks she's the most beautiful thing to step into the room, y'all. She thinks she's the most brightest star in the universe. And when she finally got to meet Catherine, and she saw Catherine, and Catherine is someone that is probably pretty on pictures, but very beautiful in person. And Catherine is very rooted in family. She's got a lot of support. So she walks with a certain level of confidence. And there is a certain subtleness to her in her beauty. Her body is slim, but she's athletic. You know what I mean? She is very beautiful. And the staff and the royal households, she's up here and Meghan's down here. And every day Meghan had to interact with Catherine to see how she was being treated. Second to Catherine, Meghan received narcissistic injuries. I believe that. Meghan Markle was mad as shit. And I believe that Meghan Markle looked at Catherine and decided she was enraged and jealous. She was enraged and jealous. She sat with Catherine and because Meghan will hold conversations with Catherine and stuff. And she did make Catherine cry. because Catherine was probably shocked at the viciousness of Meghan. Because Catherine is like, when you come from that, even where Catherine comes from, there's no such thing as a perfect family. Now, I don't buy that shit. But one thing I can say is Catherine, her family, her mother and father and her siblings, they seem to be a very tight and stable family. That's all you can ask for. And they seem to be very close and supportive of each other. And that is one of the most important things when it comes to children as they grow up in a family, having that support. You can walk this world knowing that you got people there to support you. Meghan Markle is very jealous of that, because remember, Meghan Markle didn't come from that. She came from a mother that disappeared for 10 years and her father, who probably drank a lot, and he's, blue collar. He was a lighter and got Emmys, but I mean, he's still blue collar. And what's wrong with that? My father was blue collar, and I love my father to death. He was also an alcoholic, but, and he's gone now. But Meghan Markle didn't come from that. She did not come from that stability. And knowing that, and then Catherine has friends. Meghan Markle don't have friends. Meghan Markle have people that serve a purpose in her life. She has the inability to connect with people because she don't have empathy. All of that. She just don't. So she don't have friends. Catherine's got probably a very strong social circle. Catherine is probably mentally, she's not nowhere near perfect. None of us are. But I think that she's in a stable place. She is rooted in the role that she's going to play as future queen. And Meghan Markle didn't like that. And she got William. And I hear that Meghan Markle was kept hugging on him and stuff. And what is this? I'm a hugger. Girl, what you hugger for? Get your hands off of people. Don't nobody want your nasty claws on them. Back up. Back the fuck up. So yeah, I think she's very jealous of Catherine. And she wanted to throw that label on Catherine. And Oprah allowed her to do it and never gave the royal family a chance to defend themselves. She should have stopped Meghan right at that moment and said, okay, well, we don't know if they're racist or not. Well, she should have said, well, they said that Meghan said because they wanted to know what skin color Archie's skin will be. That's what they said. Obi Scobie was the one that actually named the racist. But Harry and Meghan could have come out. Harry could have come out. Harry could have come out and said, that's not true. Please don't say that about my sister-in-law. Don't say that about my father. Harry didn't do that. Harry was like, I'm going to stand right here with my wife. Well, Harry, stand with your wife and, accept the consequences. That's what this is. Every decision you make, you have to pay for, and you're paying for it. Don't nobody owe you nothing. And it's time your father and that institution really cut you out so you could see what the real world is. Stark reality, not some phony prince who's protected outside of the palace walls, always got the guards. No. Nope, you need to be out here in the mirror world. You wanted to marry a commoner. Now you got one. Amelia Hubin says 2 empty vessels that want to be treated as most important people on earth. Yeah. Harry went to Afghanistan and earned no medals. Just a nickname, Bunker Harry. Yeah, I heard that. He's always bragging, and they said they protected him. He didn't really fight. They said they were protecting him. So what is this shit about? And he buys, and they think we don't see that. That's the crazy thing. They think that we buying all the shit they saying. Markle wants to become a billionaire from 10 runny spread of sugar. Delusional B. Yeah, she's delusional. Oh, yeah. Oh, and did you hear that Judy B, whatever, on that podcast say she sold out in 1 hour or 30 minutes or something? And Meghan's like, and it was all just the puff piece. And it's like, really? And you guys really think this is a shit that we want to see? I'm like, I'm not watching. I watch some of the clips and I turn it off. I'm like, and I love my YouTube. I love YouTube. I've got YouTube. I have my favorite channels that I support because I like, who do I watch? I like Scott Galloway. I like the Young Turks. I like sometimes I watch Megyn Kelly, depending on who she has on there. Dan Wooten, until Dan started talking about Trump and promoting all that, and then I turned it off. But Dan, I do like Dan. Lady C's my girl. I love me some Lady C until she started talking about the Trump stuff, and then I'm like, okay, I'm turning. But I still watch her when she gets, because most of her stuff I love. I can't get into Candace Owens, but my sister watched Candace Owens when Candace Owens does the investigations, like she did with Kamala Harris. Come to find out, Kamala Harris was cosplaying. Ooh, Lord. Candace Owens did an explosive investigation, and my sister swore by it, and my sister gave me the whole rundown, and it is shocking. But who else do I watch on YouTube? I said Scott Galloway. I like the Young Turks. Oh, Pierce Morgan. Until he get into debates, when they start talking politics, I can't handle it. It's like, no. Because I can't do toxicity. I can't do it. I don't, all the people fighting stuff, can't do it. So that's what I watch. And then of course I got my Netflix, the Max, Hulu, Prime, Peacock, the streamings. I watch those. Paramount, I got rid of Paramount as soon as I found out that Paramount, that when I saw Harry and Meghan hanging out with that Paramount couple. But Netflix, I can't get rid of Netflix even without Tony Sarando, because they have such good programming. Netflix have some good stuff. You know what I watch on Netflix? I love my telenovelas, my Spanish drama. And then they got so much stuff like I watched this this Israeli murder mystery, which was good. So I watch a lot of foreign films on Netflix. But I watched the season finale, the series finale, which was good. That was really, really good. So anyways, I digress. But yes, Emilia, yes, her nasty. I don't know why she think that, Megan is trying to throw everything at the wall. So I'm not surprised. The next thing, what she's come out with? Eatable draws, and feed them to Harry or something raunchy to get rid of that whole thing she got, because it's not real. Ransky, what do you think of the emails Megan is writing her children every day? At 16 years only, they'll have over 6,000. Can you imagine? Yeah, she think, you know what? She think that shit is good. It's like impressive. You know what, Ransky? Meghan Markle probably thinks she's the best mama around. Better than all of us, those of us with children. Better than she, I told her she thinks she's the brightest bulb in the universe. She thinks she's the most gorgeous girl that walked through the room. She is, her narcissism, it runs deep, baby. You can't tell Megan nothing. She be on that hamster wheel, going. She ain't going nowhere, but she just going. Nowhere. What do you think? Oh, okay. Yep, I read that one. Harry and Meghan are scared of seating for an interview with a real journalist. They will ask them the real questions. Of course. Let's look at what Harry, right quick, what he wrote, and then I'll look at more comments, and then I'll call it a night. So let me share with you what Harry posted to his the Sussex squad. So he must have, you know what he did? He must have read the Buckingham Palace response, and then he came out with it. He came out with this. Let's pull up the statement. Let me pull up Buckingham Palace statement right quick, just the text version of it. Let me see if I can find the actual statement in text format so that we can just read it together. Oh, no, I don't know which one that is. Wait, is this it? Hold on one second. No, that's 2021. Okay, I can't find it. Oh, Buckingham issue statement. What's today? May 3. Hold on one second. We're going to get it. Let's see. Is this it? Okay, wait a minute. Maybe this is it. Okay, no, that's the Queen died. What? All right, so let's put up Harry's. I want to pull up their statement. Give me 1 second. Let me find it because I think it'll be good for us to see their statement. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back there. Let's see. Let's see the New York Post. Let me see. Yeah, here's GB News. Because I want you guys to see it. Let me see. How come they don't put it in text form? Why do we have to? It's so crazy. Hold on 1 second, because I want to put the text up. And it's like they are not. And Harry says that his family won't speak to him. And it's like, well, he is just like, he's throwing a temper tantrum. It's like, why would they speak to you, dude? Why? Why would they speak to you? I'm so confused. Why in the hell would they speak to you if they know you're going to go right to the media and then you're going to tell them? You're going to tell them exactly what the meeting was about, what was said. You just want to sell it. You want to monetize your access. That's all they want to do. That's all they want to do. So let me see if I can get this up. I'm trying to get the statement up and I can't find it. Why don't they keep trying to put on videos, and I don't want to read the video. Wait, is this it? All right. Okay, let me check one more place and then I will pull up the Prince Harry's statement. We're going to read his statement because I think after he read the scathing statement that the royal family, Buckingham Palace, it was just so simple. It was not. I loved it because it was not. Here it is. I like it because it was short and sweet. And they're like, we are not going to drag this out. Okay, hold on 1 second. We're not going to drag this out, Harry, like you want us to. Okay, let me share this. Here it is. Close. Okay, I'm going to share this one with you. Here we go. Here we go, so you can see it. Okay, that's Harry's statement. So this is what the Buckingham Palace, this is their statement. Okay, so let me share screen. All right. Okay, and then share. All right, so let's pull their statement up. It's this here, right in here. Can you see it? Right here. Let me make it bigger so everybody can see it. All right, right in here it says all of these issues. Okay, let's start from the top. Buckingham Palace has issued a rare statement after Prince Harry lost an appeal Friday to regain taxpayer-funded security in the UK, and later told BBC that wait, let me read it okay, because it's too small for me and I'm blind. Okay, so let's start over. Buckingham Palace has issued a rare statement after Prince Harry lost an appeal Friday to regain taxpayer-funded security in the UK, and later told the BBC that he wanted to reconcile with his family. Side note, if you wanted to reconcile, you wouldn't go. The last place you would go is to the media. All of these issues have been examined, repeated. This is what the Buckingham Palace statement is. All of these issues have been examined repeatedly and meticulously by the courts, with the same conclusion reached on each occasion, a palace spokesperson said of the decision to strip Harry of his security detail. The legal team behind the ruling said it would not be appropriate for Harry to have the publicly paid for security since shrinking his royal duties. So it looks like that's all the palace said. All of these issues have been examined repeatedly and meticulously by the courts, with the same conclusions reached on each occasion. That's it. That's it. I love it. That is it. That is absolutely it. I love it. I love it. That is it. We don't have time. What do you want us to do? They've made their decisions over and over again. It's the same decision over and over again. What do they want? So let's look at Harry's statement right quick. Let's look at this statement. And I think Harry read the statement from Buckingham Palace, looked back, reviewed the video that he posted when he was temper tantruming, and he decided to post this statement. Ain't this something? So here it is right here. Let's look at this. Okay, well, let me go scroll down. Okay, here we go. A statement from Prince Harry. Ain't that something? The office, look at this. The office of Prince Harry and Meghan, Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They try to cosplay Prince William and Catherine. Harry says, I'm not reading all of it. Look at this H with the crown. I want to start by thanking my legal team and the Court of Appeals judges for their time and expertise in unraveling this issue that stemmed from the previous government. This process has only ever been about ensuring my safety and that of my immediate family when we are in the UK, United Kingdom, so that we may safely visit my home country with the same level of security that other governments deem necessary for our protection. My ask has been simple, that the standard protocols for security and risk assessments be applied to me in the same way they are to others, including people who have never carried out any public functions on behalf of the state. The court's ruling confirms that the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royalty and Public Figures, known as RAVIC, and comprised of senior officials from the Royal Household Home Office, oh my God, has failed to follow its own mandated process. Oh my God. The next paragraph, this legal action has been a last resort, but one that has uncovered shocking truths, starting with the fact that the royal household are key decision makers on RAVIC. I don't care. In November 2017, before the royal household's role, RAVIC was known, the secretive committee concluded that when my wife would join the royal family, she would not receive protection. Only when I asked for the name of the person willing to carry that risk did they reverse the decision. In 2020, RAVIC refused for the first time to conduct the required annual risk, threat, and impact assessment that their own policies demand. The intention of this assessment is to be objective and free from, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. So he's going through a timeline. Then he says, throughout 2020 and 2021, I attempted to resolve this issue privately, even offering to independently cover the cost of necessary and effective police protection in order to keep me and my family safe. No one responded directly to me about my offer when I made it, and even though I challenged a refusal to let me pay my legal claim fee. Oh my God. Oh my God. In recent years, my family, oh God, here we go. 2 pages, y'all. In recent years, my family and I have been subjected to well-documented neo-Nazi and extremist threats, including from Al-Qaeda. There are individuals in prison on UK. Okay, oh my God. I don't care, Harry. All right. Okay, I don't care. The UK is my birthplace and will always be part of who I am. It is a place I love and the country where my son was born. I've only ever wanted to continue my charitable work and supporting the causes and people that I don't care. I don't care. What y'all think? I don't care about Harry. I don't give a shit what he thinks. The reason I say that, because it says, wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. That's all it is. It's like, go away, Harry. Please go away. Go away. I think that's what your family wants you to do. They want you to go away and get some peace for yourself. Get settled into your new life. And maybe in 10, 15 years, we can kind of regroup. But right now, not so much. Not so much. Not right now, Harry. Go away. Please go away. Harry is refusing to, y'all. Harry's like, I am not going anywhere, and I'm going to keep fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting.
See a world
That's what Harry's
in
saying.
which
He's going to keep fighting. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, let's look at some of the comments before I go. Let's see. I saw this one. Marco wants to become a billionaire from 10 running spread of sugar. Delusion. She do. She's like, she gonna try anything and everything, y'all. What do you think of the emails? Oh, okay, yeah, I saw this one. Okay, let me go down. They don't want to sit with real interviews with real journalists. No. I think so. Look at this. Roxanne says Netflix should do a movie on the real Meghan and the royal family. You know what's funny? Now, I think Netflix, I told y'all guys, I would have cut their subscription, but they have so much good programming. I like watching my telenovelas. I like watching my French murder mysteries because that's how I'm trying to learn the language too. So they have really good programming. I wouldn't be surprised because they're the ones that have, what's the name of that? The Crown, right? The Crown. I never watch it on Netflix, but that was a successful series, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if fast forward 10 years from now, they do an about face and do a whole show on Meghan Markle, a series on Meghan Markle and how she was a tyrant running through the royal castles. I wouldn't be surprised. It's a dirty business. Remember, they did all this while Prince Philip and Queen were actively dying, and now the king. That's crazy. That is crazy, Rinsky. I didn't think of that. You're right. First, it was Prince Philip, then the Queen, and then King Charles. Now, prepare yourself for all of the tears and the bullshit from Harry and Meghan because they got to monetize the king's death too, God forbid, but they will because they have no shame. And then watch how Harry bitches and moans when he doesn't get the access like he will not get because he's no longer in, you know, you know what? How does he know? He says he doesn't know how long his father has to live. How would he know if he hasn't spoken to his father? It's been over a year now. Since what, January 2024, he said. So how would he know what's going on with King Charles? How would he know? He don't know. Remember, they did this. Yeah. Harry don't know. And it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, y'all. The whole funeral and all that. I mean, that's something you think about. Yeah. Because he's going to really feel it. Because I think once William, because I think when the king because when the queen passed, don't they light some smoke or something? Oh, don't they carry a letter or something to the end of the gate, or it's something that they do? And yeah, it is ritual. I mean, it's something they do in that country. And I hate to talk about this, but William, when he become king, this is going to be really fascinating to watch. And when King Charles takes his last breath, and when William is then crowned as king, Harry and Meghan, it's going to be interesting because I think that William is tempered. I mean, meaning, he is controlled, like his temperament. He's very controlled. But I think behind all that is a lot of he's got to be hurt, disappointed, and angry, and he will not let Meghan Markle and his dimwit brother tear down the monarchy that he's in control of now. I don't think he's going to allow it because remember, the British people are looking at this too. They are looking at this too. They are looking at King. They want King William to be king for the people. That's what you are. And you got to check this dude and his wife. And now he's doing the same. Yep, that's terrible. Deluxe Life, how you doing? Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Yes. It's sad to see. This is really sad to me. Harry doesn't understand that he is the risk to the family. Oh, he is. You know what? He is, y'all. Don't get it twisted. He is actually trying to destroy the monarchy. He's so angry and spoiled and resentful and covetous and vengeful. And he's married to a woman that's cultivating all that. She's an agent of darkness. She herself, that's where she dwells, y'all. And she will destroy it just because she's mad. And he's mad too. But you know what? Like they say, when you dig a grave for somebody else, dig a grave for yourself too. Because there are two people that's going down. And how can these two really be? Like she said, just in that podcast the other day, she said, I'm so happy. Oh, my life is so lovely. I love my children. They're so healthy. My husband loves me so much. And then this happens. It's like, how happy are you, bitch? Come on, stop. And where's her mother? Do you know I would not let my daughter, I don't give a damn how old she is. You are not going to run around. But you know, my daughter, we don't have that. My daughter respects my opinion. And I did not leave my daughter for 10 years. I didn't do what Meghan Markle's mom did. Most of us don't do that. Most of us good mothers don't do that. So to me, it's like, how does she walk around knowing that her daughter is acting like her daughter is mentally ill? How come you not saying, hey, stop, put a mirror up to her. Let her see herself. Just say, stop it. Why don't you talk to Harry? How come, Doria? How come Doria's not sitting with her son-in-law and say, why is Doria okay with him cutting off his whole family and how this is playing out? Because Doria should know this is not good at all for her daughter. Doria should know that. Doria should know that. Or maybe Doria is just as crazy as Meghan. Because there's no way that Doria should be sitting with him. And I hear Doria likes her. So you doing all that with your son-in-law? No, you and your daughter are stealing. Y'all up there, y'all are taking, what they're doing, they're shuffling money from his account into their secret accounts. I did a video on that because I think these two, Doria and Meghan, they're all about me. And Harry, when he got that trust fund from his mom, from his grandma, and he got some from his mom when he turned 35 or something. I can guarantee you that Meghan Markle and her mama are shuffling money regularly out of their joint account, because Meghan got access to that too, and they are storing that shit away for emergency. I can guarantee you that. So that's why Doria's not saying nothing. Of course, that's why. I believe it. I think both of them are petty thieves. I see it. 10, 15, Deluxe Life. You said 10 to 15 year. What is that? Yep. They are shuffling money. What y'all think? I think Doria, and that's why she's not saying nothing, because she should know this is not playing well for her daughter, which leads me to think that Meghan Markle is shut. And you would think that someone like her, who's a petty thief and a grifter, she's taking some of that money. If Harry got 15 million from the Queen, Meghan's gonna pocket 3 million of it. She's gonna put that in her secret stash. 1.5 to 3 million. That's in her secret stash, because Harry's not counting. Harry never had to count. He don't know. He don't know. He don't know nothing about budgets and all that. And then when he got his money from his mom, she took probably a good 30% of that and stored it away. But she probably she gonna have to start going into her stash to keep up with that the lifestyle she's living in that $20 million Montecito mansion with the 16 bathrooms. Yeah, isn't he going? Oh yeah, he's going to get something for. Oh, you mean when King Charles unfortunately passes? You know what? I wonder if he will. You know what would be funny? If King Charles leaves him nothing. Because that's why Meghan holding on to. She's not going to leave him at all as long as the king is alive. Because she want to get a piece of that inheritance. Soon as that money hit Harry's account, you better believe Meghan and her mother together are working to get that siphon that money out, and it's going into their stash. I can guarantee you that. Because to be the grifter that she is, and there's no way in hell she would be dumb not to. She would be dumb not to. She don't love that man. She would be dumb not to. He ain't gonna know. Harry don't know whether he's coming or going half the time. No, he ain't gonna know. Nope, he ain't gonna know. They are vicious. Yes, they are vicious. This is bad. I wouldn't be surprised if he and his wife are on a fixated persons list in the UK. That's the equivalent to a stalker. You think Harry and Meghan on the fixated persons? you think they're gonna put them on the stalker list? Meghan. Did you hear who was I watching? Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly said that she knows of someone that's really close with Trevor, Meghan's first husband, and Trevor told her that Meghan Markle had a vision board in her office or something, and on that vision board was Prince Harry. This is when she was married to Trevor. Their stalkers risky. They're crazy. Oh, wait until these are two mentally ill people. We're gonna see a lot. I'm telling you. I am telling you. They are crazy. That is funny, right? Yep. All right, guys. Listen, we're close to 2 hours. This was fun. We had a fun night. Thanks for joining me tonight. This was great. Now, I guess the question is now, can Harry stay quiet over the weekend? When is Archie's birthday, by the way? Let me see, because he gets to go away. Remember, he going to Vegas. So let me see. When is Archie's birthday? Oh, it's May 6th. Oh, it's May 6th. Okay, so that would be Monday, right? Oh, wait a minute. Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, that would be Monday. So when is Harry going away? So he's probably going to Vegas this weekend because it's the weekend of the birthday. So he's going to stay. Okay, that's funny. So yeah, he's going to party. He going to snort it up and smoke it up and drink it up. And maybe he could pick up some working girls who know how to stay quiet because they're out there. Okay. Harry is not the only rich man. And, well, he's not as rich as many, but he's a very, he's a prince. They'll keep quiet. Deluxe said that's what Black China mother told her to do with the Kardashians when she was with Rob Kardashian, stash money. That's right. That's right. Black China knew what she was doing. I said, that's so funny. Yeah, Meghan Markle and her mother. Come on, guys. They would be fools not to. They would be fools not to. Stashing that money. They better. He got what, 15 million from Queen Elizabeth? You don't think Meghan helped herself to at least $1 million? And it's not like Harry is watching. I mean, you know what I mean? He's blowing money going to court. They said 1.5 to 2 million he's got to pay for this one. It's like, what the fuck you doing, Harry? Like, what is this for? He doesn't have any concept, but he's about to fuck up and find out. He's about to fuck up and find. He just fucked up. Now he's about to find out, y'all. Harry wanted IPP status for when all his corruption exposed with his wife. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see that. Hey, Rhonda, that's what's going on with Shannon Sharp. Oh, yeah, Shannon Sharp. Ooh, he's in a lot of trouble, y'all. A lot of trouble. I did a video I commented on him a past couple of times. How do you blow the bag? You goddamn fool. How? I don't, broken men. Did you see Megan hawk the whale's children clothes on Instagram? Isn't that stalking? Yeah. I did see that. Was it like the christening dress or something? It's like she for real. And she's stalking, because remember, if you look on YouTube and go on the internet, there are numerous pictures of Meghan Markle dressing exactly like Princess Diana. I mean, I could say at least 20 different outfits minimum. She literally cosplaying, literally still in debt, the look of Princess Diana. This chick, he married his stalker. I remember early on when I started reporting on this, doing videos on it, and someone said that this had to have been about maybe 2 years ago. They said Harry married his stalker, and it's starting to come out. Megyn Kelly don't have any reason to lie, y'all. Megyn Kelly said that Meghan Markle had a picture of Prince Harry on her vision board, and she was married to Trevor, a whole different man, way before she met Harry. So this is some interesting stuff for real. This is crazy. Harry's probably going to do another interview. No, I think Harry know he screwed up with doing that interview. So Harry's going to get lit this weekend, y'all. He going to smoke up, drink up, pick up some working girls. Yeah, he got his bodyguards them. They'll protect him. They'll keep his secrets. But Harry is going to party it up, because this is the weekend before Archie's birthday, and he's supposed to miss it, which means what? So with this, what is they call it, some youth event that he put together? I'm like, yeah, okay. He's going to start planning so-called charity events around, to get away from his crazy ass wife, his stalker, the stalker he married, the stalker he married. You know what? He had to cut his losses, because I would be so embarrassed. Can you imagine if you married your stalker? I don't know. If you guys like in a black household, that's funny. I would be talked about so bad. Like my siblings, they'll be like, my sister, everybody, they'll make sure I'm okay, and I've survived, and I'm okay, and they'll wait till like a year or two down the road, and then we go to a family gathering. They're gonna say, Rhonda, you don't need to date anymore. You don't need to get married because you got a bad picker. You married your stalker. It's like, because you got to be really fucked up to marry your stalker, for real. All right, guys, it is we did 2 hours. Yes, it is so nice to talk to you guys. I will see you tomorrow. I want to thank you. This was a great conversation. Like, let's hope Harry and Meghan can take a break for the weekend. Give us a break Saturday and Sunday, but they can't do that. And Meghan is addicted to showing her face in the media. But you know what? With this hitting, you notice that she goes quiet when he comes out with stuff. She goes dark, like you don't see her. But I wonder if she gonna lay low, because basically everything she gained, the little she gained from that idiot podcaster, it shrunk some because of this negative backlash from Harry. Okay. All right, guys. You guys have a good weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. I want to thank you for watching, and have a good night. Love you. Ciao. Mwah.